Hey FinTech fans, Lily here. I'm very excited to be here with Thorsten, who is head of FinTech for InvestHK, who brought us all here together today. How are you feeling, Thorsten?
Thank you, very good. Still energized, and because the big day is here, we have obviously reached the official main conference during FinTech Week that Finnovasia have kindly organized, and we have done a lot of work around the promotion of the week, and it's paid off.
Sure.
To really be on target to double the number of delegates from last year is quite an achievement, and I think you can see here there's a great look and feel of this conference. It's a proper, mature tech conference, we are here to meet many clients, and I brought a number of European companies to this show.
Yeah. No, so we were having a conversation about that earlier, right? How you're really trying to bridge borders with this event. And you yourself, you're usually based in the UK, right? And
That's
you
right.
come,
Yes.
you're sort of here bringing the relationship together. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I'm based in London. I'm part of the FinTech team at InvestHK. We also have someone in North America, a chap called Michael Kaczmarski, and together with the team we serve our, in my case, European clients. So I travel a lot in Europe. We went to the main hotspots, let's say, from Stockholm to Zurich, from Paris to Frankfurt in the recent 1.5 years since we really set up the team. And the idea is really to help connect the local ecosystems in Europe with the Hong Kong FinTech ecosystem, but also raise the profile of Hong Kong as a FinTech hub in general.
Absolutely.
And we've had many great bilateral conversations with FinTech founders, and what we found that a lot of them have global ambitions, and most of them have Asia in their roadmap. So of course it's nice to be able to bring the information to them about what Hong Kong is and does, that there's the ease of doing business here. It's an open city with a very kind of low tax regime, and a lot of help available, and a great FinTech ecosystem that's quite, ready to serve, and that includes the co-work spaces, the FinTech labs, and many players that come together to make the experience good for overseas companies.
Yeah, no, I think it's that word ecosystem that you're using, right? It's this thing, if you can get it to flourish and make these organic connections, it continues to bloom and grow, right? So, having the benefit of traveling to many different financial centers, different fintech centers, what would you say is the difference in the flavor of Hong Kong versus some of the other places that you work?
Well, you see, I think Hong Kong is, of course, a very clearly defined product, if you want, with a great offering, as I said. So what we've got here, you've got a vibrant place, you've got a place where everyone is really on message and is connected, and there's an openness to engage, there's an openness to compare notes, exchange experiences. So, of course, it's fascinating to see how the different ecosystems around Europe, how they are slightly different in their maturity, slightly different in their approach. Maybe the countries in the Nordics, the companies there are more straight talking, and maybe again others, maybe Germany, they are more early stage.
Right.
So it's quite interesting to see that. And but as I said, everyone seems to be heading to Asia, and of course we have to make sure that we start engaging with them, with all of them, at a certain stage, that they can experience Hong Kong and come here and experience for themselves and make those decisions based on the facts, and based on the fact that we think mainly why Hong Kong is so attractive because of the market opportunity, because of the connectivity that exists with mainland China.
Yeah. So to take this in a slightly different direction, when it comes to fintech, why is it that you are involved? What makes you so excited? Like, were you always a part of this world? Like, how did you come to be involved in your role now?
You see, I've done many years in economic development. I worked for the German and Swiss governments, always based in London on the export promotion side. I helped Swiss companies cross borders, export more to the UK. I helped attract investment from UK to Switzerland. And when I joined the team in 2015, I was already working in the financial services and tech innovation side, and then it was a natural progression for me when we set up our team at the end of 2016. So I joined the team, and we are on a journey here, and it's great for me to be able to drill down and kind of gather experience and learn about such an exciting, fast-growing sector such as fintech, And of course, we are focused on a number of verticals that are our wish list, if you want, that are all in the B2B space. So they are RegTech, InsurTech, WealthTech, blockchain technology, and cybersecurity. And we see a lot of companies coming, especially in InsurTech and RegTech, and of course, payment space is red hot.
Yeah, no. You had mentioned when we were speaking just a little bit earlier too about this agreement that you guys have with the UK.
Yes.
So what's coming up next? What's on the roadmap that you're also excited about?
So just the last milestone we reached was an event we hosted in October in London together with the UK Department for International Trade. We had a great panel consisting of some of our clients, Onfido, Azimo, and Edgefolio CEOs, and on the other side, let's say from Hong Kong, we had Liam Gilligan from the Standard Chartered Fintech Lab. So they were exchanging information about what it takes to cross borders, why did they choose Hong Kong, what were their experiences, their challenges. So that was a great event that demonstrated what actually it means to build a fintech bridge. So there's this government-to-government agreement, and the next step will be that we'll be at Fintech Connect. This is a UK's largest fintech conference at Excel in December. So we'll join forces with the Cyberport with Science Park and also the Trade Development Council. And the Science Park will bring some of their incubatees out to London. So that's exciting that 3 to 4 Hong Kong companies will come under our wings, let's say, and they can meet with UK companies. Yeah,
should be a fruitful exchange.
That's right.
Cool. So just to wrap this up, I want to ask you because one of the reasons we're here doing this with Beach City with InvestHK is what words of wisdom do you have for our younger audience out there who this is their first glimpse into fintech and what the future will be? How can they become a part of this?
Well, I think they should consider maybe studying fintech courses. There is obviously various courses available. The Hong Kong U obviously has this distance learning program. So that's one way in, and that's always good because, of course, they also understand a lot of internship programs, especially Hong Kong Polytech are keen for their students to also do work experience abroad. And so that's one way in. And I think just really look in the press and specialist press, what are those stories? And there are a lot of stories being told in the press about the successes of Hong Kong fintechs, as I mentioned, the payment space. And that's also a way for us to tell the world about the Hong Kong as a fintech hub, why it is so good and what's happening through those stories in the news.
Yeah, so learn from the people who've been doing it then.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's been wonderful speaking to you, Thorsten. Thank you so much for making us a part of this and for putting together such a great event. So here at Hong Kong FinTech Week, keep following our YouTube channel. We're going to have some more interviews today, and remember that we're going to be back at the event tomorrow on November 1st.